Hi all! Today I want to talk a little bit about tank and more specifically positioning. For that, I have this game of Suravasa and Queen and a game of Reinhardt. I'm a Masters player, but this kind of just applies in general. I'd even say a lot of the ideas apply to other characters, but this video is specifically the tank POV, so um, that's what I'll be talking about, and it might be a little bit of extra mental work to apply to other things. Okay, so there are three um, tenets, I guess, that you want to think about when positioning. Number one is opportunity. There we go, opportunity. Number two is cover. And number three is your team. So these are the main things you want to be thinking about all the time. And positioning is really like a constant formula where you're trying to figure out how to min-max these three things, right? You want a lot of opportunity, you want a lot of cover, and you want to be with your team, or like not necessarily on top of your team, right? But um, coordinated with your team in a position where you can do something with your team or help your team, etc., right? Um, so but you can't always do all of these three things, right? If you want cover and you play with your team, you might play further back and then you give up opportunity. And I think these three are the order that is most important for tank or for ranking up, I guess, because you want to be the playmaker, you want to do things, you want opportunities, as many as you can get. So for that, I have this fight on Queen. Watch it first. Here, waiting for my team. Important. Walk out. And then as soon as I drop low, I get back in cover. They make a mistake, and then I can punish. And then, we keep walking. Also, this is also in cover from half of their map. And yeah, I mean, the rest is just cleanup. Let's look at it from the top again. Yeah, stay here. So, go a little bit further ahead. I'm waiting for the team. That's, in cover, I'm waiting for my team, but there's no opportunities because you only want to take opportunities. You only need to take opportunities when there's actually a fight happening. Getting this timing is also very important, like when to change your priorities, right? Being adaptable during the game, mid-game, that's really one of the main things. Now, I'm walking in. I'm taking my opportunity. And my team is mostly close enough, right? That's why we waited, is so that they can walk with me. The cast sadly didn't get shout, but Lucio and Soldier both did get shout, meaning they can walk with me. We also got lucky on the timing that the Genji's so low. I also don't know what the Lucio's doing. That's good for us, But I get to walk now, right? I have full HP. My team does as well because we were playing in cover while we were waiting. Oops. And now now we walk a bit. And now the thing is, my team walked, right? That's what they got by me taking an opportunity, by me being aggressive. That's what my team got as value. They got to take the space. My cast gets to shoot now, but I used shout. I used resources, meaning now I need to think about cover again, right? It's always, the priorities shift. Before it was take an opportunity, do an attack, just rush something because I have everything. Then for the rush, I used resources, meaning now I go back. And don't just go back at any time. at this point, it's very easy to go back early because, you know, there wasn't anything happening anyway. I don't know if you saw just now or also earlier. When I walked, it kind of looked like I did nothing because in a way I did. I'm just walking on something. But that's important, right? Because it gives my team the space. But it also means I just walk back now. And now I have this cover, which is the reason the Mauga even has to walk to begin with, right? Because I take cover. Because right now, this is a positive resource trade for us. I used Shout. We got a bunch of space. They lost all of their space. They're so far back, do you see? And honestly, at this point, the Mauga needs to walk back. Right? Thinking from his perspective, right now, cover and team should be his highest priorities, right? He should see, oh, my team is low, my team is walking out. He should kite here, maybe. You know, he doesn't even need to use his cooldowns yet. He can just walk back and just wait a bit and wait for his Ana to heal, right? That's what he needs to do. But instead, he walks. And that's the mistake. And that's how we win the fight. Because we played cover, I played team, and I was able to adapt the priorities mid-game, right? I took the opportunity, and then when there were no opportunities, I went back into cover. And this guy didn't figure it out. Okay. Okay, the next thing I have for you is Reinhardt, Nepal, the very first fight. Let's watch it for a second, and then I'll talk about it. Again, playing cover. I think it's really important to realize that although the last fight and this fight kind of looked like I did nothing for a really long time, this is really what playing tank is about. We'll look at it in a second. But yeah, we cap now and we win the fight. So, start out right now. The most important thing is waiting for my team, right? I want to set up for an opportunity, but I don't want to take one yet, right? If you see, you know, my team hasn't even walked out of this house yet, right? They're not there. It's just not happening. Oops. Okay. Yeah. So I need to wait, which means in the meantime, I need to think cover, and I need to think opportunity, right? I'm waiting for my team. I want cover, but I don't want to just wait here, right? I could wait here, but these positions are really, really bad. Like, they're safe. I would fulfill most of the criteria, but the most important criteria is opportunity. And this is too far. I'm not doing anything here, especially on the brawlier characters like Reinhardt or Queen. This is a horrible position. This is maybe something you could do with like Sigma or Risa, right? Because then you do have opportunities to just shoot. But Reinhardt doesn't, which means I need to play this corner because then I can swing. But also, again, we said we play cover because we're waiting for our team, right? I'm not up in here and swinging on them because I also can't do that yet, right? And let's keep going. Oops. And these two have to look at me the entire time, and the Kiri as well, to be honest. They're always busy. My Tracer wins the duel, that's nice. Okay, now, something important happened. They all walked on my Tracer, right? And this is where I'm capitalizing on my opportunity, right? Even though I'm not swinging on anything yet, or well, I'm trying to, I guess. There's nothing there, right? But now, the important thing that has happened is, hello? Oh, oops. Anyway, sorry. I went from this corner to this one. That's it. That's all I did. But it's so, so, so important that you don't become complacent, right? We got a trade, I guess. Our Tracer won the duel, our Genji lost the duel. But in the meantime, because our Tracer did so much, and because the rest of the team was distracted by me for some time, I get to take this space now, which also means my supports get to take this space now. Opportunities are not just about shooting someone, they're also about setting up to shoot someone, right? Or in my case, to swing on someone, which is why I need to be walking up into these positions, right? This position is really, really good for me. This position is maximizing opportunity, but it still stays in cover, right? I have this cover, I can swing here, I see this, so really I'm blocking off this entire area. The only way they can go is this way, which would normally be covered by Tracer. She was first out, but you know, they're not going to go there anytime soon because they can't. So I'm basically covering the entire map just by being in this position. And this position is in cover, and this position is near my team. You see, these things are important because I can't walk out of cover. I could walk here, but that's further away from my team, right? You want to try and fulfill as many things as possible while having a good position, right? Valuable for team fights, for attacking. Yeah, the rest doesn't really matter. I just thought this was an interesting fight because the best position is not the point here, right? We've left the point uncapped for the entire team fight because the point is such a bad position. Right? Like, let's get real quick. This corner versus me sitting on this corner, for example, right? Like I said, I can see this and pressure that. I can see this and pressure that. From here, all I can pressure is if they walk here. They can walk here for free. They can walk here for free. Right? The only thing I'm pressuring is this doorway. But here, I'm pressuring this entire big space. Yeah. So those are the kinds of things you need to think about. I have one quick negative example of me making a mistake on my priorities. Take a quick look at. So respawning with my team, right? We're playing cover, we're waiting. And then we can walk. But I don't want to walk too far because my team, you know, they're busy. They have shit to do. Also means we got to kite the Kiri ulti, that's great. Got this kill, that's great. We should win now, right? We should win this fight for free, pretty much. So watch what I do. And I'm dead. What was the mistake, right? What was the mistake? I saw an opportunity and I got too greedy, right? Looking at it from here, this right now is an amazing position. But you know what isn't an amazing position right now? This spot, right? Like, let's say, oops, I don't know how that's possible. Anyway, Like right now, I use pin, right, to get to that position. But the problem is, the only person is here. The rest of my team is somewhere down here. And my Wu Yang can't walk with me. This position also has no cover. So I'm giving up everything just for this opportunity. And I just don't have the resources to do this. This is me, ignoring the other two things for just pure opportunity. Which is why opportunity is the most important, but it means nothing if you don't have your team to help you, if you don't have cover to weave in and out of to sustain your pressure. Okay. I hope you understood. I hope you enjoyed and learned something. Thanks for watching.